Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the All Day Podcast. I'm Brett. That's Lofa. We're talking Seahawks football as long as you are here and as long as you're listening.
True.
If you're pumped up about this win today, throw a like. Throw a like on this video right away. Let's go. Your Seahawks remain in first place. They take down the New York Jets. Sucks. 26-21. It was sloppy, producer Katie. It was, Lofa, to borrow a line from the Lion King, slimy yet satisfying. Boy, buddy.
Filthy.
Also, quick programming note. I spent the entire last week on the East Coast. I flew back this morning, waking up at 5 a.m. there in the hotel. It's 3 hours later than I thought it would be. It is the time that I thought it was, or whatever, to borrow half a line from Denny Green. So just putting that out there. Thank you, though, for being here. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for filling up the chat. Like I said, throw us a like right off the bat if you're pumped up about this big W. If you've got questions, comments, we're going to be here all night. Lofa, your thoughts, my brother?
I don't even know if I've already processed what I witnessed, because holy shit, was that wild. It was just wildly disturbing.
Yeah.
Wildly awesome.
Yes.
Wildly, what are we doing?
Yes.
But it was like wild. I think wild is the best way you could put it. And thank God we pulled it out. So many things. We were our own worst enemy. and I've actually given a lot of credit to a lot of teams for making us have a bad play, making us jump off sides, do stupid shit. You just mentioned it affects you.
Yeah, man. I got the victory light on, though, because nevertheless, we pulled it out. And I was hot, man. I'm telling you, fighting the Atlanta airport this morning. Have you guys been through Atlanta on Sunday of Thanksgiving weekend? It's insane. It's insane, producer Katie. It is insane. Oh, yeah. They make you line up two at a time and walk right in front of a dog. It's the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done.
Even if you're not doing anything wrong.
No, just like in the normal snake on your way to security, then they stop you and make you two at a time. And they made me hold my child's hand like something out of a movie. And then they said,
well, God forbid you have to hold your kid's hand.
Now stop. Now walk.
But I was more concerned like you were.
Though. They said, hold the child's hand. What's going on here? And then two at a time you parade in front of this dog. I've never been so nervous. Man.
When they said hold the child's hand, that's when your kid reached up for your hand and said, hey, child, I got you. I'm going to walk you through this.
Jeez. Ah, my God. I can't believe they let me through with that many drugs. Anyway.
But even if you have nothing on you, you're still kind of like, yeah, why am I getting searched?
Absolutely, man. Totally. Oh, geez.
Unbelievable.
Like when you're the DD and you roll through the sobriety check, you're just like, wait, what?
Yeah. And you're still kind of, you're just like, whoa, I didn't have anything to drink tonight, sir.
Get out of here. But I'm scared. Anyway, okay. Back to the game. Big Cat.
Yes.
Big cat. Leonard Williams. I mean, he was pissed that he wasn't the defensive player of the week. He said so after the game that he was carrying a chip on his shoulder.
Ooh.
He played like a man with a chip on his shoulder. He also said that when he was playing Pop Warner, he wanted to be a running back. So he got to show that off tonight. 2 weeks in a row. I mean, who couldn't be happier for the big cat, big MF and Leonard Williams, taking it to his former team and taking it to him well.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, man.
The sheer intuition, instinctive, like we were down 21-7 when he got that. He dropped. We brought pressure, and he was his own dropper. But the instincts, awareness to recognize, get to where you're just supposed to drop straight back as a D lineman, and just like, okay, just take up space. He was like, nah, fuck that. I got a better plan. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tip this ball. I'm going to catch the tip and then take it the other way 92 yards, which has to be a Seahawk record.
Crazy.
No, Bobby's got a 98-yarder. Okay, so only Bobby Wagner has a longer interception for a touchdown against the Niners back in the day.
Cam had a real long one that I'm thinking about.
It was 84, 83. Yes, but the only one that comes, I think Wags. Okay, and now let's put this into perspective, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Leonard Williams is what, 31, 32? Leonard got it with one hand, hurdled the guy, and then outran everybody. I was like, yo, someone's going to catch him. Just no disrespect, Big Cat. All right? So don't come bringing those paws at me.
No, he said he was exhausted. He admitted it.
I was exhausted for him.
Well, how about the whole game, though? 4 tackles, 2 sacks. How about
2 sacks
when you needed him?
Okay. He is who we thought he is when we traded for the player that we thought that we knew that he is, and now we got that player.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense?
Drop another like in the chat for the Big Cat. Drop a cat, by the way. How about a cat emoji? Because you know what? I tried to text the group a cat emoji in honor of the Big Cat. I couldn't decide which one to go with. There's 2 emojis that are like very, very much a cat, like a side view with a tail and everything. Then you got the face emojis that have like a heart eyes. I thought that was kind of soft. And the other one's like a laugh crying. Which cat emoji should be the Big Cat emoji? Drop it in the chat. Also drop a like for the Big Cat. Just crushing it out there today. Just what a game.
Insane.
PAT. We didn't even mention the block PAT. He threw that on for good measure.
Just for funsies, because he knows that we love it. He blocked the kick too.
I'm seeing people putting in the normal cat with the big smile. I'm seeing a cat with a crown, sort of, or like a tiara on, or a jewel on the forehead. Maybe someone's got a special keyboard out there.
Yeah. Did they invent new emojis?
It could be. Keep throwing the cats in. Let's get. It looks like this one with the big smile is winning so far.
Yeah.
We'll keep it out.
Anyway, Let's get emotional.
He better damn sure be the defensive player of the week this week.
I think it's a good chance. I mean, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, and they were correct me if I'm wrong, because look, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, Brett and I are not always right.
Yeah.
See, I'm skipping. I have horrible Wi-Fi right now.
Okay, good. He blamed himself. We'll just
I'm absolutely gonna. The Jets drafted him, right?
Yes.
And then he got traded to the Giants, which is where we got him from. So I'm just saying, this is just another pretty damning effect of being part of the Jets. The JEST, the Jest.
I like it.
If you know what I'm talking about.
If you want the shirt, go check it out. It's in the merch store right now, alldaybrand.co. We'll put a link in the chat. Check out all the merch that we got going on. Look at what Lofa was wearing tonight, the Twins shirt, which is a throwback to an old joke from the Take 12 days. I don't even know what episode it would be, but maybe some fans from back in the day remember that episode. But there it is.
Just
Lofa as DeVito. Of course, me as Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, right.
Leonard Williams taking over the joint. How about the defense in general? There when you needed them. Just, I mean, a crazy game. Crazy game. They had to step up. It's on the road. We remain undefeated at MetLife, I think. I think producer did that to the group, 7-0.
Yeah, the Jets haven't beat us since 2004. That wasn't like yesterday. That was a long time ago. So is that good? Do you like that, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, and lately the Giants keep beating us in our place, but we take it to them when we go there.
Yeah, whatever.
So
regardless.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But
But
how
yeah,
about-
that was our 9th consecutive victory. Yep, defense, brother. The big hits, I know everybody's been like, he just loves middle linebackers. Ernest Jones, holy shit. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. There was 2 or 3 plays where he defeated 2 blocks and then smoked the running back for like a yard gain at the line of scrimmage, 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage. I know he probably only ended up with like 8 or 9 tackles, which 8 or 9 tackles for anybody is awesome. It's under par for him, but I'm noticing they are sending blockers directly up to him. They're starting a game plan for him, and he's still making noise and messing people up.
And still learning the playbook. He just got it.
Hey, don't teach him any more of the playbook. Just let him do what he does, which is kill people.
Yeah.
Let him cook.
Speaking of hunting, Julian Love, drop a heart in the chat, everybody. Pick a color. Green, blue. Maybe just go red because you're just in full on, love with love.
With love.
He was just out there just wrecking people. The forced fumble, of course. 6 tackles.
That was a huge play.
But also flying in, just causing incompletions. He was all over the place.
And, he's always been great. But it felt like there was a little something personal. And maybe it's because it was a stadium he's familiar with. He brought the nasty today. And I told you, when you couple players like Spoon, Jones, Jaron Reed, just absolute savages. And then everyone else is just like, well, I'm not going to let them show me up. I'm going to have the biggest hit. Julian Love had 3 monster hits today. And one that I thought they were going to call targeting or whatever term. I was like, I was like, please God, just don't kick him out of the game. But it was just straight up nasty. Like, that was bad. T Knight showing up. The pressure was there. It was just, man, they fought. And I'm talking when everything went wrong to start. It reminded me of the Broncos game that we won when interception, which didn't happen today, but 2 special teams blunders, fumble. Oh my God, dude, it was just, and then we can get to it, but I'm just saying, defense was the star 3 weeks in a row.
Well, they came through when they needed to. How about, though, Reek Woolen? A lot of people calling out Reek online. A lot of Seahawk fans questioning Reek to some extent on the play, chasing the guy out of bounds, pulling up a little bit, and a couple of passes that could have been a little more tightly defended possibly today. How about it?
Yeah. How about, I don't know. Reek played a hell of a game. He punched that fumble out. You saw him coming with the hammer fist.
That's true.
I really don't take issue with. I didn't see anything, to get on him about, right? Where everybody takes issue with it. Tell me specifically in the chat, in the conversation, in the text, just what did you have issue with? What? Because we don't make every single play, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't happen like that.
No, but optically, the one, and even on the broadcast, they kind of pulled it up, the one towards the end. The guy was going to be short by 1.5 yards. He would have been short by maybe 3 yards if he, lays out there. The guy was already getting close anyway.
Oh, wait, was this the 3rd and 26?
Yeah.
Okay. Where was everybody? Because it's 3rd and 26, ladies and gentlemen. Where was
at the end?
Oh, the internet froze at the perfect time.
Per word, everybody's hustle. So I understand, but it's just, and you would harp on it more if we lost the game. But I take issue that no one had any situational awareness. This comes down to a coaching problem more than it does a player problem. They're doing what they're taught to do. And if what they're taught to do in 3rd 26 is let up 23 yards, because I didn't see anybody for 20 yards.
All right. All right.
So
We'll see
I'm just saying.
what Leonard have to say.
Yeah, let's see what they have to say. Because I'm just I was astonished that nobody was around.
Yeah,
Like
you guys
more
so. Chat. We'll be here to answer your, what do they call them, super chats for as long as you're filling them up. So make sure you're loading up the super chats. Lofa and I will be here all night. I'll go until it's 3 a.m. in the morning Atlanta time. Okay?
All day, baby.
That would be midnight for all you math majors out here on the West Coast. Moving right along. The offense here. The offense. JSN still continuing to ball out for my fantasy team and for the Seahawks. Gino having a very Gino-like, pretty tidy game, save for the one goal line offensive sequence, which I want to go through. But other than that, Gino 20 of 31 for 206 and 1 touchdown. How about the offense today?
I mean, 26 points and, take 7 away and give it to the defense, right? So 19 points. They did enough, to get the job done. Was it awesome? No. Even turnovers, which wasn't on the offense, ironically, it came on special teams.
Yeah, we're going to get there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, so the offense in particular, I'm looking at the numbers. Third down efficiency was not awesome. Run game actually looked like we had something going. We ran it 24, 25 times. It wasn't like we weren't sticking with it. It's just we didn't believe in it enough when we were gashing them. It's there's certain different runs for each player. Like in Sharps, he showed up clutch several times.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a rough go of it in terms of just recently. K9, absolute dog, but I got to give credit to the O-line. They held up in protection pretty well. There was a couple times that I will say, Gino, you got to use your legs to get rid of the ball, right? And everybody knows I'm the president of the Gino Smith fan club. All right, so not only a president, I'm also a client.
Yeah, but
it was, we did enough. We anyways, and I was not impressed, but they did what they needed to do. But I was impressed with the defense, man. That was the story of the game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. For me, I'm okay to not see Charbonnet run the ball very much anymore. He's not. He's got the good touchdown run. I texted the group immediately. Second best run of his career. It was a hard run up the middle. Best run of the day for him. Before that, couldn't get anything going on short yardage. I don't understand why they think he's this short yardage back. I don't see it. Kenneth Walker make someone miss or but for me, he's Charbonnet on short yardage and most of the time.
Well, after that touchdown run, he was Charbonnet. How you like me now?
I knew as soon as he ran that in for a touchdown. He
totally redeemed himself.
I knew it because I was going to hit the podcast hard tonight with a bunch of Charbonnet, and then he goes ahead and gets that touchdown. Darn it.
No.
Come on, guys. How do you guys really feel about Charbonnet? Yeah. Because I think, Walker, he's got it, man.
I know.
Will miss, especially when he gets in space. I just think that I'm not sure why we're as much of a two-headed running back team. I don't think we need to be as much.
Well, I'll give him credit. I'll give Grubb credit in K9. K9 got the ball 16 attempts to rush. Was much there? No, it was not. And even his 1 or 2 long ones he broke, call back, holding, penalties, which I haven't even thought about. Let's go look at that. We only had 5. They had 12. I didn't know they had 12.
They had 10 in the second half, I think.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Yeah. Not good. Not good.
Pictured now the wheels falling off for the Jets. How about the play calling? You mentioned Grubb moving along here. Why is Ryan Grubb calling shotgun on 4th and 1? It's the question heard round the Northwest, booming in and out of the foothills of the Cascades. What the hell are we doing?
Brother, there was so much wrong. Brother, ew. Gross. What is that?
Yeah.
That's all I could think about in my mind when that whole 7 plays sequence went down.
Yes.
It was so predictable. It was so like, okay, we throw the fade right away because, okay, DK got us down there. You want to reward DK, put him at tailback and just let him run through somebody's face because you know he's going to. But like, I understand the loyalty aspect and I love that part of it, but it's so predictable. Like I would have given him a quick screen or anything, line him up and just give him a slant. Like that fade, I just don't know how successful that fade's been. Even when Russ was here, it really wasn't that successful. But you give him a slant, I don't think I've seen anybody wrestle a slant away from him. So the play selection, the calling, everything, I was like, yeah. But then the second down, well, of course, they're going to run it, right? Like, and we run it, and we get smoked.
Yes,
Third down, we're going to boot, or we're going to, like, it was just so, like, obvious where it's like, okay, like, you're at the 1 or 2 yard line, just run the fucking rock.
I know.
And like, because they haven't been able to stop us. Spread them out, do whatever you want. If you want to go in shotgun, which I hate, fucking do it, and just hand the ball off to K9. It was just the whole sequencing, the calling, and then we get them to get a penalty, and then we get a delay of game, or we call a timeout. We burn a timeout, and I was like, "Yo, like, what are we thinking about to waste time?"
Yeah.
In that situation, what do we think? You're on the 1 yard line. QB sneak it. Do anything.
Do anything.
Like,
how about this? Can we not go in shotgun inside like the 10 yard line? Can we just not? We've seen snaps over his head this year multiple times. Can we just not just line up under center? And I texted you right away, and you were, I don't know what you're going to say here on the pod, but listen.
Yeah, you never know what I'm going to say.
Clock right in front of his face. How is the play clock going down to 0? And how does he not know? And how does he turn around going, what? Why is the play clock? What is happening? He's got this look on his face like, what is happening? Dude, the clock's about to hit 0. Run up behind the center, tap him on the ass, and let's put this thing across the line. Quit messing around.
You just answer the question for yourself. First of all, if you're breaking the fucking huddle, you're on the 1 yard line. How much are we fucking thinking about, ladies and gentlemen? What are we? Are we going to run? Are we going to pass? There should not be 2 plays given to you in that situation. So you're going to blame the 11-year NFL quarterback veteran who's been in a lot of meetings, or you're going to blame the first-time offensive coordinator who came from college? I'm just saying. Well, okay. Well, like, it's pretty obvious to me in this instance, like, you think Gino didn't know what time it was? Either the play clock didn't get reset, or fucking we went in with 2 plays when you're on the 1 yard line. The 1 yard line.
No, I hear you on that. I'll put some here. Here's my shovel. I'm going to dig in some blame here. It goes right at the feet of Ryan Grubb. Okay. But at the same time, the camera finds Gino turning around with this look on his face and motioning to the referee, like, why didn't you reset the play clock? And here's where the Gino haters come out of the woodwork. And at that point of the game, if it goes south from there, with the camera doing him no favors, finding him in that moment, this is where it's hard to defend him sometimes to the Gino haters, because they catch those moments of like a possible brain fart or seemingly a brain fart or something.
Yeah, it's on him, right?
Yeah, okay. I mean, it looks like it.
Here, I'll have his back right here. So 20 of 31, 206, 1 touchdown. Or do you want, and this is for, I think our boy McNeil said he's the 19th highest paid quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
That means more than half the league is higher paid than him, and he's got a 7-5 record.
Yeah.
Or you could have 21 of 39, 185, 2 touchdowns.
True. But thanks to Big Cat and Boye today.
What?
We froze. We had a malfunction.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Special teams, moving on. Special teams running them in the first half. I texted the group. I said, this feels like a beer league game. And then right away, Sanchez starts talking about how this is a drunk game. And the commentators were weighing in on it. The fans were
Inebriated.
Twitter was weighing in on it. Everybody could see it. That was a sloppy mess out there, especially in the first half. What the hell was going on with special teams? And have you ever seen anything like that?
I don't know, but I mean, I've seen a butt fumble by one guy that called this a shit show. So I'm just saying, like, let's call it what it is, ladies and gentlemen. He knows bad football when he sees bad football, and this is my dog. That's Trojan. I love that guy,
and he was there for his Jets too. You know, like that's
exactly. Yeah,
why they had him there. So
gross. Ew, brother. Ew. So, but yeah, it was just very uncharacteristic. The lack of regard for the football. That is our lifeline, ladies and gentlemen. This is protect the ball. It's all about the ball. That's everything we are ever taught is hold on to the ball. Even if you get a first down, just hold on to that thing, right? Just protect. I'll tell you what, 34, I don't know who this guy is, but he forced a fumble and then he returned one to the house on us. That guy has to be special teams player of the week, which probably never happens in a loss, but it's going to happen this week because I don't know who 34 is, but he's a fucking savage. Just saying.
Yeah, no, totally. I'm laughing also because I'm watching the chat over here and I'm excited to revisit and get to some of the things because I'm trying to go fast to get through our breakdown here to get to the Q&A because you guys are already crushing it over there. Excited for producer Katie to read these comments. Let me tell you about betonline.ag, our great sponsor here. Use their browser, betonline.ag, or their mobile app, BetOnline, available in any app store. They're the number one most trusted betting site in all of the world. I promise. That's what their copy says. They also have a 24/7 online casino that never closes, full of slot machines and blackjack and poker and much, much more. It's BetOnline, everybody. They also have a $200,000. That's $200,000 mega contest. You pick games against the spread, see how you do, and get entered in for a chance to win $200,000. BetOnline.ag. We got the Cardinals coming up, buddy boy. Seahawks at Cardinals. That's a big one. The Cardinals lost today. Checking around the rest of the NFC West really quickly, the Niners got spanked. Christian McCaffrey looks like he's out, possibly for a while again. Who knows there? And it looks like those wheels are falling off. The Rams win and hold serve a bit underneath us there. But if we want to take the division, it starts next weekend is my point.
It starts today because we went down and unceremoniously wrestled victory from the jaws of defeat.
Yes, we did.
It was just like, holy hell. I didn't need that much stress in my life, bro. But we got it. But yes, like if I was on that plane coming home, I wouldn't be feeling good. I'd be like, yo, we should have embarrassed this team. We should have, but that's any given Sunday, right? They were on the verge of elimination. We pretty much probably put them into elimination. You know, sorry, is what it is. They fought valiantly. They did the right things, but I would already be watching film on the ride home of, you know, Arizona's game today and how they played, and just there's not a lot of time to correct, you know, or invent something new. They're just going to focus on, you know, execution of the plays that have gotten them to 6 wins. They're going to focus on the good and just say, hey, this is how we have to do this. And we just have to be ready for that. And I'm not afraid of us being ready. It's just like, okay, we have a 3-game win. Now we're officially on a streak. That's what I said. All right. Anyone can do it once. Twice, that's a coincidence. 3 times, it's a fucking streak. So let's carry that streak forward and let's keep going.
Let's open up the Q&A here to the people, to the listeners. Producer Katie is standing by, ready to read those questions and comments. We'll bring them up here on the screen. You guys can keep entering questions and comments. Like I said, we'll be here all night to answer them. Let me tell you, though, about melon hats. You can check out this sweet white version that I'm wearing tonight. They're awesome. They're the best hats in the world. They're hydrophobic. Also, I took my melon hat in the suitcase cross country, put it to the ultimate test of just chucking that thing in and slamming the lid shut. It came back out not nary a
Crispy.
Didn't crush it at all, which is the ultimate test for any hat. That never happens. It always comes out with a few creases, which makes it look kind of weathered sometimes. Not the melon hat. Looks fresh every time. They got this sweet little rubber stamp thing here on the underside. It all feels quality. The snapback, I gotta say, the snapback, when you snap it, it's got the nice snap feel to the snaps.
Yeah.
It's nice kind of like, I don't want to say rubbery because that's gonna make
No,
it.
I know it. Yeah, it's gonna sound not sophisticated,
but it's
or
not
awesome.
That hard plastic that's gonna give you the thing in your forehead if you wear it backwards, or the rough feel on the back of your head here. It's just nice. They're doing everything nice over there at Melon.
Just smooth.
melin.com, everybody. Melon, MELIN. As we kick off the Q&A, wait, hold on. I'm going to keep putting it down. As we kick off the Q&A, I actually have a question for the commenters. What did AJ Barner say to get a flag after the Charbonnet touchdown? Wrong answers only. Start filling up the chat. I want some funny answers. What did guest of the show AJ Barner say to get that flag? Lofa, you have a thought on that?
Do you want me to answer that right now? Or do you want me to wait?
You could.
Sometimes I jump the gun and you're just like, oh, we'll get to that. And I was like, oh, okay.
No, go ahead.
So what I saw him do, I don't know what he said, but I saw him jump up like an absolute beast and smack that dude on the forehead. And I was like, oh my God, did anybody see that? Unfortunately, I think the fucking ref saw that. And I was just like, okay. The worst possible person that could have seen that saw that. Yeah, he hit him right in the forehead, like boop, on the nose. And yeah. I just wanted to mention him and shout out him for scoring a touchdown also today. And if you guys want to check out our interview with him that we had earlier this season, go find the video. He's a hell of a dude and developing into quite a Seahawk, I might say. First comment. Here we go. Because he's a wrestler.
Without further ado.
Adam, the Island Sun. Would it kill Grubb to call a quarterback sneak just once?
Boop. Take it away, Cotton.
I mean, yeah, man. I call for it all the time, no matter what team I'm watching. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. I don't really understand why they don't line up under center. Put two running backs behind them if they want. Put a couple offensive linemen behind them if they want. Get on the sled. Push. I mean, you need a yard.
Dude.
Why? When I was a kid, it didn't seem that hard to get a yard, or it was just that we had Sean Alexander, Walter Jones, Steve Hutchison, Robbie Tobeck, Chris Gray, and Locklear.
Sean Locklear, yeah.
And Max Strong. Throw in Max Strong also.
Yeah. I would say that sounds like hell, but I know that is hell. So, no, but Adam, you're right. Like, dude, where are we in today's game? We're on the 1 yard line and we're in shotgun. Like, where are we?
I don't know. Oh, he froze. Yeah.
But I still use the cadence in high school. I still, even if I was in shotgun, I use the cadence. Like, it's just like nobody. What drives me nuts, this is where, and I'm going to talk about this whole situation, not just us, but I even said 3 or 4 times, I go, this is where Aaron Rodgers is going to get us to jump off sides with the hard count. Oh, Aaron didn't do that? It kind of tells me maybe LaFleur or whoever's coaching him in Green Bay instituted that and helped him think about that. Because this was something that I grew up and I watched Jim Kelly, Drew Bledsoe, all the greats, because, yeah, I'm old, and these guys are even older. Dan Marino, all these guys, they used their voice as a weapon, and it's not even happening. And even Go back to the Patriots game when we got them to jump like 3 times. Like, where's that been? We're not even using it anymore. And then, but I was even like more shocked to see that Aaron Rodgers, who has complete autonomy over his calls, run, pass, whatever, he's not using his voice anymore. So it might have been the genius of LaFleur, or who's the dude down in Dallas? That guy. Yeah.
Oh, what? Now you're making me blank on his name. Actually, what the hell is his name? Packer guy.
Yeah. Get in the chat. Because I can't even. Somebody.
Whatever, man. It's 12:36 in the morning. I don't know. I got up at 2 this morning. We missed the first shuttle at the airport.
Mike McCarthy. Thank you, Trevor Laris.
Thank you.
McCarthy. Thank you, True Metal Jake.
We missed the first shuttle at the airport.
Thank you, Jonathan Smith.
I was like, well, when's the next one come? The guy goes, oh, there's really bad traffic at the airport. He'll be back in like 45 minutes.
Stressful.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Okay.
Comment is from Sweet Feet Forsyth.
Yeah.
At this point, I would rather have them throw it 8 times in a row. We cannot run on 3rd or 4th and 1.
Mm-hmm.
We got bailed out on the last 4th and 1.
Yeah. What about just, 9 offensive linemen, Gino, and then K9 behind him?
Yes.
Yeah. Everyone reports eligible. Who cares? You're not going to throw it anyway.
Yeah, we're running it. Yeah, exactly. You know it's coming.
Call it
Like
the beef,
like a
all beef package.
like a shotgun push tush without
Yeah.
the push.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, we're just gonna send Byron. We're gonna send Murphy, and we're gonna send fucking Leonard Williams through the B gaps. And good luck. If you guys stop either of them, then we lose. I'm okay with that,
I completely agree.
rather than what I just saw.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Adam, the Island Sun, says, ultimately, who is to blame when you can't get a half yard in 8 attempts? Offensive coordinator, personnel, teams aren't just going to be the Jets and bail us out with flags. Oh, other teams aren't just going to be the Jets and bail us out with flags.
Yeah, no, this is where I was saying I can't wait to get to some of this stuff because we didn't get to mention how we lost a punter but kept gaining first downs off of flags. That's not going to happen every time. We were talking about the 4th down call on the goal line. How about the 4th down call that wasn't on the goal line? It was 4th and 1, and Gino rises up, I think, out of shotgun and throws it down the field. Luckily, DK gets a call on that, but there's a 4th and 1 where they don't just try to get the 1 yard there. They're throwing it deep, and, they get the lucky flag there or not, whatever they got.
Absolutely.
But it's maddening, though, to watch because none of it really makes all that much common sense. And thank goodness they come out of there with the W because otherwise this conversation is completely different. I'd have to pull the car over. Nobody
My
wants.
God. Yeah, and then now we're, now they're really talking about, okay, we're winning, but if we had a better quarterback, if we had a better line, if we had who's to blame? Fucking, we're all assholes at this point. Because, oh my God, it's 1 yard, boys. If we can't drop our nuts and get 1 yard, we don't deserve to win. I'm just going to say it. I know it hurts. It's going to hurt to hear. I'm just going to be, I keep it real. 1 yard. I could put 11 defensive players out there and get 1 fucking yard.
Yeah. Let's put Sammy Howell on the squats machine and just make him a 1 yard specialist.
It was my whole, I take issue with the whole play call. Okay, we want to get DK's touchdown. Well, then do a fly sweep where he gets a chance to outrun everybody. The fade has not routinely been the best option for him to score, right? So, okay, or line him up at tailback, and they know, okay, you're gonna have to hit DK. Good luck, because that sounds like hell to me. DK is twice my size, and I was a middle linebacker. But But then the sequence after, it's like, okay, well, they're going to run. They tried to pass. Now they're obviously going to try to run to save face and burn clock. And then third down, they're going to pass. And they went to the pass. So it's like, mix it up. I would have tried to run on first down. And I would have just went to, DK and just apologized. Like, dude, I'm sorry we scored a touchdown. Thank you for getting us down there. We're going to get you more shots.
But why
and DK?
But why can't DK just go up and head top somebody on that fade? Because
that ball
was like he should
be able to do
his whole career.
I believe that drive in particular, the catch he did make, he had that guy beat by 4 yards, and that was on Geno underthrowing the ball. I will, like, for as much love as I give Geno, I know a lot of you motherfuckers hate him. He is that dude. He released it before it was a double move. It was a slant and go, and he released it on the step in, and like, you can rewind the film and it won't show his arm release, but you'll see the ball in the top of the corner as DK is gaining ground and leaving the guy. And if he just puts it out a little more, it's touchdown, game over. That's why we were trying to reward Geno. But the way we went about it, we were too predictable. I called it from the couch.
Yeah.
In San Diego.
A lot of people in the chat talking about the problems that we have at 1 yard and distances, no matter where we are in the field. But not a lot of people providing their opinion of what they would do if they put on the offensive coordinator hat or the head coach hat and we're calling plays. What's the suggestions? What would you actually do out there? What is it that you want to see, and what is it that you think would work? What are you yelling on your couch at your TV that you want to see them do? Katie, next comment.
Sweet feet Forsyth, happy for the win, but darn, 8 tries to get 3 yards? I blame Mike. Kick the field goal and get within 2 points.
Oh.
I guess they would have got it on the 9th.
No. Look, Sweet Feet, I love you. I do. I love you. I appreciate you. 8 tries to get a yard or 2 yards. Come on, boys. Like, what are we fucking talking about? But then this is where I will, as much as I praise Geno, I have always been real in criticism. You cannot take the sack he took on the 4th down that pushed us back to the 20. This is why Mike went for it. He's like, okay, their offense hasn't pissed a drop in the last quarter. So why don't we just leave them on the 1? Worst case, we throw it away. Mm-hmm. But it was so predictable. They brought the heat. 2 guys came screaming through. I understand. But Geno, you have to sail that thing out of the back of the end zone. And he'll tell you the same. I'm not telling you anything Geno wouldn't tell you, but taking a sack and moving it to the 20, it was just we just gave up all the.
It's going to happen again.
Game or nothing to lose. But no, we lost 19 yards.
Yeah, no, that might have been one of the worst looking plays of the season. That is for damn sure. And that's one of those plays that if it's an L and then the Geno haters come out of the woodwork, it's hard to defense because of what it looks like. And yes, I'm not an NFL quarterback. I've never been in that situation. But from where I'm sitting from 20,000 feet, it's ugly.
Yeah, I should have been a quarterback. It's too easy.
20,000 feet. Were you on Delta?
Yes, I was on Delta today.
And you should go with where I throw.
I sure was. Go with the throw, everybody. You get 200 extra free Delta Sky Miles because Geno Smith threw for 206 to be exact yards. So you get a free Delta Sky Mile for every yard that the Seahawks throw for this season. They've been doing this for multiple seasons in a row, by the way. So if you're not signed up for 12 status, do not delay. Get it done before the next game. Go to 12status.com. Make sure you're signed up. Make sure you're registered. And you just sit back and relax, watch your Seahawks. And, I mean, they at least throw for 1 yard every game. So it's always a positive experience when you're signed up for 12 status. You must be 18 years or older, and you must be a legal resident of Washington State. But other than that, it's fair game. 12status.com, everybody. Check it out.
Love Delta.
Delta, man.
Flew them down to San Diego to
Yeah.
see my Nana. Shout out to 91 Savage that turned 92 today. Just saying.
Wow.
Yeah.
92 today.
Actually, it was yesterday. It's been a long 2 days.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Jay Schnozzle. Also, the score didn't reflect how much better we looked than the Jets.
Yeah.
Special teams kept them in the game.
Yeah.
Petition for Tyler Lockett to return kicks again.
You had me until that last second.
I mean, it's a nice idea.
The schnoz. I love you, man. No, go ahead, Brett. You go first.
Well, I don't think Tyler would like this idea at all. He's a vet. I think he's he's not looking to go out there and do this. But how come we can't find anybody to do it though? That's the real question.
Well, outside of 34, like I said, you guys jump in the chat. Tell us who the guy, the fucking truck that ran us over. Give us his license plate, because I don't know who 34, but the guy that forced the fumble against us that they recovered, and then the guy that returned a kick to the house. Look, I don't know if the Jets realize who that guy is, but that's a bad dude. And he would probably be the first player in a loss crowned special teams player of the week. But what's up?
No, go ahead.
Oh, but it just, yeah, we have to get some consistency in terms of everything. That's it's frustrating. It's just missed opportunities. We should have beat them by 20, which is what Brett, you were oh, this should be a layup, right? And I told you, I was anytime you're not scared, that's when I get scared. That's when I'm just hey, it's our twin mentality. It's the mind melting.
Yeah.
So I was scared shitless the whole time. And then especially when we were down 21-7 before Big Cat just rips one and goes 92 yards. One of the most unbelievable plays I've ever seen in my life.
I feel like we got to try to get Kenny McIntosh back on the show so that I can ask him if he maybe just can't catch or something. Because why isn't he returning kicks and punts? That guy's quick. He's got a burst. He's tough. I feel like if he can catch, that could be an answer back there.
You know what the best part is? You cut out because I have horrible Wi-Fi. I got the KJ Wi-Fi. But I will say, I feel like you mentioned Cody White is probably the name you said.
Oh, I said Kenny McIntosh.
Same thing. Kenny, Cody, same shit. Hey,
I'll take Cody too.
I'm in.
Okay. Yeah. Jay Schnozzle's back in the chat. Katie?
We're a run game away from a real playoff run.
Yeah, we got to get the offensive line and the running game figured out, because if the defense can do what they've been doing, in the last few weeks, and then if Geno can be what Geno has always been, the good with the bad and everything else, but he's consistent and he's more good than bad. And then you can just add a running game, then bada bing, bada boom, Super Bowl, baby.
F&A, Schnoz, F&A. No, imagine if we had a run game, ladies and gentlemen. Just imagine. Do you know how easy this show would be? If we had that at our disposal and we were more dynamic in terms of they have to respect what we're trying to do on the ground, because we have two great running backs. And I'm telling you, Sharps, K9, dogs. And it's going to sound like a broken record. Especially with your boy CMC, out injury. Shanahan knows value, and he's looking across kind of like the Philly Sirianni looked at, Saquon. He's like, hey, why don't you come check it out over here?
No, stop it. Don't.
You have 3 lanes to run from.
No, stop it. Stop
I'm
it.
just telling you, that's my biggest fear. And I'm just saying, if we get the run game going, it's game over.
I know.
That's how good we are.
I know.
And for the love of God, just kick the ball out of bounds instead of covering kicks. That's what I wanted to say before my internet broke up. Just kick the ball through the end zone. Boot that fucking thing.
How about DJ Reed talking some shit on the Jets?
Just over here freezing. Sorry.
How about DJ Reed today, though, talking some shit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
DJ Reed's a savage.
I liked it.
DJ Reed, we signed him from the San Fran practice squad. He kicked major ass, and then he got paid. Love that kid.
Yeah.
Love that kid. Okay, Katie,
John
Johnny
Langston.
Langston.
I'm forever the optimist and said that we were still in the game. Special teams were a real challenge, but we pushed through and secured the win. Big shout out to your fellow Trojan, Big Cat. Come up clutch in this game.
Yep, big time. But shout out to Boye with the big assist on that one sack. He forced Rodgers right into Leonard, who was, charging up the middle.
Yeah, maybe.
What?
Maybe.
How dare you?
Okay, yeah, I saw the same thing you saw. Yeah, absolutely. Boy, good for you. However, Lanny gets the sack.
Yeah.
Woo! And just, the Trojans, we finally win something because we definitely didn't win yesterday.
Hey, man, him paired with Murphy and then Witherspoon and Love and this defense.
Jones, can we,
Ernest.
dude, I got to do a breakdown of all Jones's tackle. I think Jones has more tackles than me in a year in 5 games.
Mega Delta Force.
Yeah, and they're meaningful tackles. Oh, sorry.
Mega Delta Force. Special teams suck today.
Yeah.
Big Cat. Leo Williams is a dog, and I do not hate Gino, but I am no longer defending him. More JSN.
Okay. No longer defending him, though, based on today. Well, it was at the 4th down. The 4th down is going to rub a lot of people the wrong way. A lot of body language stuff, too, I started to see today that it makes it harder and harder to defend when people come after him for that, when he keeps showing that on the field.
Talking about Gino?
Yeah.
Bro, do you know how many? I saw fucking Joe Burrow look like he was crying today. Like, I saw, like, dude, like, no, like, see, it's serious.
I'm not defending Joe Burrow either.
No. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying, this is a guy.
Not the other.
This is a guy that, like, they put above Gino. I'm saying, like, I give them grace because they're young. Like, where most players my age be like, oh, he's a bitch, he's a pussy. No, I give them grace. I'm just like, yo, dude, like, they're asked to do the hardest job on the field. And if you don't have help, if you do not have a run game, if you do not have protection, if you don't have any of this, dude, I only played high school quarterback, and that shit's just like, it's tough. And like, I don't care how tough you are. It's just like, you're just getting fucking hit every down. And it's like, I feel like most of them should have a say in the game plan. That's like, if you really study the game, like, give them a say in like what they believe is going to work. Because you know what? If you give them that say, it's like, hey, bro, this was your plan, not mine. So take ownership and fucking execute. I don't want to hear any bitching and complaining. And I feel like that's where the game's gotten to in terms of like, there shouldn't, at one point in time, especially when I was growing up, you coach, you play. Like, I don't want to hear shit from either of you. Like, you either do your job or you don't. But like, I feel like we've evolved as human beings to have conversations, intelligent conversations of just like, hey, is this really the best plan? No, coach, I don't think so. I'll tell you what, that play that averages 16 yards, let's fucking run that thing until they stop it. Let's run until they stop it. But like, and then I don't see successful plays run over and over again within one drive.
I know.
Like, they'll do it and then they'll bring it back in the 3rd quarter. It's like, bro, this is what I love about Chip Kelly and then even the old school coaching. Like, I'm talking like 15, 20 years ago, Chip Kelly.
Harbaugh right now in I want to say San Diego, but I know that's not.
Yeah. But they would run one run. And if you didn't stop it, they'd flip the formation.
Yeah.
And they'd run it the other way for another 10 yards. Flip it the other way, run it the other way. And you would have to burn a timeout as a defense to correct where you were losing. And so that's like, keep it simple and repeat it. Right?
Yeah. Well, but to me, I was watching it today thinking maybe Grubsy, our guy. Yeah. I love him.
I still love him.
With him, especially because he's a dog. And I think he's still calling it a bit like he's in college. I think a bit too, like we had some stuff going, and then all of a sudden he ran did you notice this? We had a good drive going. This is toward the end of the game. K9 takes the ball, he goes out wide, and then it looked like he was going to throw it back, and then he didn't, and then the play got kind of blown up and all this. But I thought right then, why now? Why is this what we're doing right now? This feels a bit college to me. He needs to graduate a little to the NFL, I think, and in what you're talking about, in just good old fashioned flip it, run it again, power football, inside trap, whatever 43 blast on 2, let's go.
Yeah, like repeat successful plays. If they can't make them burn a timeout, which is a strategic advantage, just if you got 6 yards, fucking line up, flip the formation, just do a motion. I would be like, yo, it's the same play. Like, we're just gonna call it dummy motion. So fucking any of you guys just fucking move, and they're not gonna know. Just run the same fucking thing. And I promise you, they don't fix it. They don't fix the problem in 20 seconds, right? Unless they burn a timeout.
Speaking of 20 seconds, we got a lot of comments coming in tonight. So I'm putting 2 minutes on the clock. Let's go rapid fire. Producer Katie, let's go.
Oh.
What's next?
Alex Santos. Haven't clicked on all 3 phases yet, but winning cures all. This new defense is for real. Shout out Big Cat and Spoon again.
Hell yeah. I agree. The win cures everything because I was ready to yell if that was an L.
He literally said that. He was like, if this does not go well, I'm going to go off tonight. He was going to yell.
I was going off even while we were winning. I was just like, what the fuck am I watching?
Next.
But like, it was not. Oh, sorry, never mind.
No.
Aiden.
You can complete the thought.
No, I'm over it.
Aiden Espinoza. Resilient. See, Lofa? I told you Big Cat is the real MVP. If not for our special teams, we would have blown them out. How about Cards and Niners losing 2? I think as well.
I think he was saving character space. You only get so many characters. Yeah. I mean, it was beautiful. Everything. Big Cat. What a monster. Like Spoon, I don't know how much time you guys have, ladies and gentlemen. I could sit here for 5 hours and talk about every play that I've been thoroughly impressed with Spoon, whether it's coverage, whether it's blitzing, whether it's run game. Every single aspect of his game is phenomenal. Like, and I'm not even shitting you. Like, I feel like he could have played Bill linebacker better than me.
Locking down Adams and drawing the OPI.
Dude, he was in position to get the interception, and Adams like body slam. Adams is like 30 pounds heavier. He's like, what, 215, 220? Yeah. Spoon's 180, 185. Yeah. Like, that was obvious. So when everybody in the house was freaking out, they were like, oh my God, Spoon, they got called Spoon for interference. I was like, no. I was like, if they called Spoon for interference, I'm going to fly to New Jersey and beat the shit out of these officials.
Yeah.
Because, like, holy shit. Like, he was in position. He looked back for the ball this way, leaned into him, looked this way, and then just got thrown that way. And it was just like just the awareness. This kid, I mean, you heard Mark Sanchez talk about it. You heard the announcers talking about it. Like, yo, there's nobody. If you ever want to find the ball, just watch Spoon. Like, that's as well as I could have ever put it. And, like, it's incredible to watch. I know you guys are all like, oh, because like the numbers aren't there. Even someone asked you like, well, is he going to make the Pro Bowl? He doesn't give a shit about the Pro Bowl. He gives a shit about winning. And
yeah, he just looks different out there, man. That play in particular against Adams tried to hit him with like the stop and go. Spoon didn't even flinch. And then not to put him on blast, but there's another cornerback that they showed another shot going against a lesser wide receiver for us, who gets flinchy all over the place. Every time the wide receiver twitches, he's ready to jump, and he's looks like he's on ice skates, but not Spoon on the other side. He's just cool as a cucumber. It's
but
a real luxury having a guy like that you can count on.
I absolutely, brother, you said it. But I wish they would just, the defense or Dirty, the coordinator, and everybody just be like, Spoon, as you're covering a guy, what goes through your mind? And I bet you he says nothing. I sit there, and I react to what I see and feel. It is such, because, like, part of the thing that pisses me off, they always show my coverage and hit and interceptions rather than my hits.
Yeah.
Makes me real mad. Makes me mad. Makes me kind of sad. But it's like all you do is just get in front of the guy, and like it's basketball coverage at this point. And so like it's man or zone, and it's like just they got 5, we got 5. Like it really is easier than a lot of people think. It's not that hard to like talk about. It's just like if the tight end comes up and you get in front, if he doesn't want contact, it's a deep route. If he wants contact, it's a short route. Like it's timing and space. That's all it is. It's timing and space, and it's like that's why it relates so well to basketball. And then also the pick and roll, which is what I explained a couple of episodes of. When you're in the run game, if a lineman comes straight up to you, duck underneath. Ernest Jones has done this so many times, and it's so beautiful to watch. He's like, hey, if that guy escaped clean up to me, I can beat him and then go flat, meaning right down the line laterally, and I can intercept the access point of the running back. And a lot of people don't understand that. And it shouldn't take more than once or twice of missing a tackle or not being there for a play to understand that. It's all repetitive and situational awareness. I don't understand how some guys don't get it.
Well, and instincts and confidence too. When I watch him play, it's just he's instinctual and he's just so confident. Like the way you can just tell by the way a guy moves that he knows what he's doing. He's confident in his body. And it's one of those things where I don't even know, like, you know, like you hear like about great guitar players and musicians, virtuosos, where it's like they know music, but they're not really even thinking about the notes and stuff. They're just playing shapes and different sounds, feeling it, man. And that's like what he's doing out there, you know?
He is constantly in flow state. Yeah, he's constantly just like, oh, well, I'm watching his hips because but he just the understanding and the athleticism is off the charts. Like, I'm not even lying. Like, I know everybody thinks I'm full of shit when I say, like, he could probably play middle linebacker better than me at 185. If you protect him, 10 interceptions every year and then big hits every time, there's no lineman that can stop him. He's just going to run around them, make the tackle like he always does.
Yeah.
Kid's special.
Adam Espinoza.
Aiden.
Come
on.
Aiden Espinoza.
It's week 13, Katie.
Also maybe needing a new offensive coordinator and returner soon.
I don't think Grubb is one and done. He's really smart guy. He knows football. I don't think he's one and done. But returners, I think we could hold auditions if you want.
You know, the return game is different than because our boy D Williams, like this is how he cut his teeth, he gained his ground, you know, especially in college and, you know, everything. He was like, I'll do whatever it takes to win. There's always a seat at the table for a person like that with that attitude. Mm-hmm. And so, and I've seen him go down and make tackles and stuff on kickoff and, you know, and punts. So like, I'm not ready to say like, he's not that guy, but especially in the kickoff, now that the rules have changed, like, have we adapted and really like, I mean, let's go back and watch how they gashed us for a touchdown. Like, was it a special effort? The guy made one guy, someone laid out and it was a tough tackle to break, but he broke it. It was impressive, like just a sheer will to win the down. But the scheme wasn't fucking anything crazy. But I need to go back and study the rules. So I feel like I would send at least 4 or 5 dogs to go attack from the line and just like have these guys that are running full speed, just like, you know, they're just like, and all of a sudden there's bullets whizzing. They're just like, oh shit. Like you see something buzzing across the face, you're just like, you're going to duck out of the way. That changes timing and rhythm. And now they're not coming down in one wave. It's going to be levels, which is
it's not
similar
just
to the run.
It's not just Dilo that's having a problem. Lavishka also, we've had them both on the show. We asked them both point blank what they think of the new kickoff. They both toted the NFL company line and said that they love it. I said that I loved it back then, and I got to tell you now, I'm ready to throw it overboard. I hate it. I don't get it. I can't explain the rules to anyone. My father-in-law is asking me the rules of the new kickoff. I don't know what the hell the rules are. I just told him that don't worry about it. It's kind of boring and it doesn't really mean much. Also, when you're talking about player safety, it makes no sense that the college kickoff is still the same, yet the NFL kickoff has now changed. I mean, there's way more college players than there are NFL. What's it about? What the hell's the point?
Yeah.
And why is it look weird? And I can't believe we have to deal with this for a whole year. And I don't even know if I have a point. I'm done.
No, your point is, I'm gonna back you up here, brother. Like your point is like kickers are getting phased out. Would you rather see a 50-yard field goal or Mahomes or Geno or Allen or any of them? It rely on the guy that spends the most time out there for a game-deciding play. The overwhelming answer is yes. Let my star quarterback, running back, anybody that gets paid the big bucks, I want to see them out there to decide our fate and let it hang on that. I've always felt bad for kickers, dude. It's almost like O-linemen. You only get recognized when you don't do your job.
True. Yeah.
And it's sad, dude. It's sad. And like so much pressure is put on a guy that, okay, he did, even if we're scoring a bunch, he did 5 kickoffs. They're all like 10 minutes apart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you better be on the goddamn bike.
What do you guys think about the new kickoff? Or what do you
better be warming that shit up?
Thumbs up or thumbs down? It's a simple one. Thumbs up or thumbs down on the emoji.
Wait, ask the fans.
That's what I'm doing.
Would Devin Hester make the Hall of Fame with the new kickoff rules? Would Devin Hester, who is the greatest returner I've ever seen, make the Hall of Fame?
No.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Just to your point, I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because Devin Hester's entire life, he's been doing the kickoff the same way ever since 6th grade. Now, all of a sudden, these guys are getting all the way to the NFL. They've never practiced this kickoff before. They don't even do it in college.
No, dude, that's a great point, brother. But wait, there's a chat. Wait, the number 34 for the Jets. I got to see who said this and wrote this. Number 34 is Kana Nwagwu, running back, 6'1", 210. That is a monster.
Go get him.
Go get him. Bro, first of all, they already have Breece Hall and Braylon Allen, who Braylon Allen is like a Greek god. That the guy's chiseled it out of stone, and he's like 20 years old. But this kid that forced a fumble, and then I'm gonna shout out who's it? Elaine Reswan. I hope I did you justice there. Is that how you say it? Elaine Res.
Sure.
One. Okay, just want to give proper credit.
Look at all
that guy
going. Thumbs down. Boo. New kickoff. Boo. Keep him going. More thumbs down.
Do you know how fast he was moving? Yeah. I don't give a shit. Do you know how fast that guy was moving? No, in no world did I think he was 6'1", 210. That's a monster.
Somewhere I can see producer Mike like cringing, but I'm like, shower this video with thumbs downs.
Yeah.
Give us more thumbs downs.
Yeah. I love haters.
Ever before. The new kickoff sucks.
Austin Clare, have you heard of Elf on the Shelf
or
Snoop on the Scoop? Can we get
Snoop on the Stoop?
Snoop on the Stoop. Can we get Lofa on the sofa? A plush in the all-day store. Side note,
there you go.
Big Cat never let off initial touchdown.
Interception, touchdown.
Touchdown, yeah. He had his foot on the gas is what they're saying. But now, we're quickly to the marketing idea.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right there. Oh my God.
Loaf on a sofa.
Like one of those, like the big stuffed bears they sell at Costco. You know, the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a life-size stuffed loafa. You put them on the couch. You put on your Meta Quest. You feel the nice weight of them right there. It's like you're there together. Oh yeah.
I'm in.
We could sell those. Let's go.
But to his point, Big Cat, 92 yards. I pulled my hamstring watching him do that.
Yeah. He was booking.
Bionic Giraffe 94. I'm pretty sure I mentioned special teams last week. Ugly win is still a win. Go Hawks and fuck the whiners. P.S. Geno haters, where you at?
Oh, they're out there. Believe me. Because for all of our celebrating and all of our, lighting victory lights and all that kind of stuff, there was a lot of ugly out there today. I mean, there's a whole different podcast you could do from a whole different perspective that a lot of, by the way, local public radio, local real guys, local hosts, local Debbie Downers like to do all the time, especially in Seahawks wins, where they go, well, yeah, but this coulda, shoulda, woulda been a loss. Well, yeah, you know what? But it wasn't. So how about that?
Yeah.
Garcia, go Hawks, thrust into the win.
Yeah, let's go.
That's my dog. Mateo, I love you, dog.
What's up, Mateo?
That's McClure. Somehow managed the most rat fuckingest his victory I've ever seen.
No, not ever seen.
LOL, maybe it's time to hire an offensive consultant to help fix this thing.
No. Didn't we?
You're looking at him. Oh,
Didn't
sorry.
we-
Go ahead, Brett.
Didn't we beat the Rams one time like 9-6 or something like that? There's been some ugly, weird games. This is not that I've ever seen. There was at least points and fun to be had out there, albeit insanity. It was weird at times. Weird penalties.
Hey, fuck that, Fats. I'm with you. I'm the offensive consultant. Let's use the hard count. Let's fucking call in all the big guns. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Wait,
Keenan.
Wait, hold on. Before you get to Keenan. Somebody in here better bring it up, or I'm just going to have to bring it up. But are we not even going to talk about Dixon and the loss of a punter and then getting penalties? And then what the hell would have happened if Jason had to go in there and punt? That would have been amazing.
Well, we didn't have to have Dixon punt because Geno made shit happen.
That's true.
Oh, weird. Weird how that happens.
That's true.
Anyways, how'd he get hurt? And look, this is our Australian mate. Toughest mate.
You know,
Yeah.
It's a bit tweaked.
Yeah, my back's hurting.
I don't know.
Toughest mate I've ever seen. But when did he get hurt?
I think it just
Did
tightened
someone
up.
hit him?
No, it looked like he was just getting a spasm or something.
Drink some water.
Cold weather, maybe.
I feel like without a step, he could still kick a goddamn ball to the moon. So I just don't. And I'll tell you what, I love him for getting in there and holding the ball. On a
Right.
crucial field goal, right? No, he's a savage. But I don't. When did it happen?
I don't know. I don't know.
Anybody?
I don't know.
Bueller? Yeah,
Keenan.
somebody.
Hey, winning cures all. LOL, I might have thrown too many couch pillows today.
Yeah.
Cool defense stat. Weeks 1 through 8, 21st overall. Week 9 through 13, 4th overall.
Oh.
Let's go.
Listen, you got to be peaking at the right time, man. Let's go.
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
Oh. I hear a little reservation.
No. I'm just trying to think of the game and think at the end of it. And I mean, it's a 5-point victory. Williams comes up big.
God, my internet sucks.
They don't get penalties on some crucial, yeah, they won that game. Game.
4th. Look, not going to celebrate being in 4th place, especially after only 3 weeks of evidence. Great observation, brother, for bringing that up. But all I'm saying is, thank you, and thank you for the comment. Let's have some appreciation from how far we have come.
Yeah.
People were running for $1.50.
Yes.
An average. So I'm very excited about this.
Yeah.
And either way, we're on a winning streak, which I can't remember last time I could say that.
Okay, what about Job though on the other side? Little suspect. He's got to lock it down.
No, I think he's earning his stripes. He's learning on the run.
Yeah, but do teams put that tape on and know that there's you know,
Oh, for sure, for sure. The plan of attack, brother. You're right. You are absolutely right. They had a plan to attack, and then, I didn't think that, like, okay, it's Devontae Adams, the fade, like, he caught the pass, whatever. But then, like, the next series when they got into it and grabbed each other's face masks, like, I didn't expect that from Joe, who, he comes from a winning program and tradition, and like, I didn't expect anything to get on her skin. That's kind of where I was just kind of like, all right, we got some work to do.
Mm-hmm.
Keenan back again. I don't think Gino was cheeks today.
I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's just good to see you smile, Brett.
Somebody with a theory on why Dixon's back is hurt. We'll get there later. The commenters are going off tonight. You guys are killing it. Keep filling it up over there.
Keenan says, I don't think Gino was cheeks today. LMAO. Question. Was that a fumble or an incomplete, guys?
Ooh, yeah.
Jets fans are in shambles off of that call.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. No, it was an incomplete pass. What are you talking about?
Yeah, shit was weak, and Gino was not cheeks. I rest my case.
Yeah. Listen, you guys, if it's a loss, we can sit here and have that conversation. It's a win. And I've told you 1,000 times, if we do what we want to do and they print you off that commemorative football at the end of the year and you look at that ball and it says Seahawks 26, Jets 21, you're not going to think back and complain about all the missed plays that you didn't have.
Right?
Never. Not in 1,000 years. So you take the win, you move on, and you try to do better next week, which they better do because it's the Cardinals who only lost by 1 point to the Vikings, and that's your opponent the week after next. So it doesn't get any easier. Got to still play some ball here.
Richard Bird.
Absolutely.
Okay, so one, it would have been interesting to see Myers punt, but also let's be thankful that in a year where kickers have been ass, Myers is balling.
Stop talking about Jason Myers. Get his name out of your mouth right now.
Well, okay. Can we? What is your definition of balling?
Well,
that's what I want to take it to. Is like, because we missed. Did we miss one or get one block today? Like, I just don't understand he is a phenomenal kicker. Mm-hmm. And every time he's in the middle of the hashes or on the right side of the hash, I don't have a doubt in my mind that thing's going through. But when we're on the left hash, which is the one he chooses for every extra point or even like I won't be mad at you. I don't care. I think you missed left.
I think kickers, for some reason, have overcomplicated kicking, and I blame all of us as fans for basically saying that they don't really do anything for so many years, and so thus they've come up with all these draws and fades, and I got to hook it in here, and I got to put this little spin on it here, and I got
they're golfers.
We don't need that. Like, just make kicking easy. Just you put it through the uprights. That's all we really care about. Like, it's Madden, the arrow's going back and forth. You click that, then you click the power. Boom, there you go. We don't need it to fade or draw or anything like that. Quit making it complicated and put it through the uprights. Yeah. Look at Justin Tucker. Even he's having problems. And he's, like, historically the most accurate of all time, isn't he?
Tucker, like 3 other guys missed. Carlson. From the Raiders. I only know about this because he's on my fantasy football team, unfortunately. And he went 1 for 4, and he made his extra points. Cool, man. I'm telling you, dude. Like, don't be surprised if kickers get phased out of the fucking game.
Nah.
Okay.
Richard Bird, we can take the KJ out of the all day, but we can't take the all day out of the KJ Wi-Fi.
Never.
Nope.
Never.
It's here to stay.
Never. When KJ
all day.
When KJ when he took the job, he said, "If I'm leaving this podcast, I'm leaving it with the Wi-Fi that I brought to it in the first place." And it's been a mandate. So
I thought it was called Whiffy.
No.
Ken Whiffy Jr.
Jonathan Smith. Glad they won, and I love Gino. I screamed at my phone with that 4th and goal. My God, just get under center there and pound it. Need a fullback?
Okay, we're gonna get to that question, but first, make a note that I have to change my family's Wi-Fi to Ken
Pound it.
Whiffy Jr. That's amazing.
Well, you got the poster in the background. I thought you would get it.
Yeah. No, I get it. I'm saying
Okay.
the whole home Wi-Fi's name has to change now. It's so boring right now. Ken Whiffy Jr.
Whiffy. Ken Whiffy. I'll make the shirt. Don't worry. I'll make it. There'll be a new shirt next week. You're welcome.
With the little symbol.
I'm just gonna have. Yeah, it's gonna be It's gonna be like the shape of T-Mobile.
Okay. Now, the Jonathan Smith's comment here. Look? We talked about Charbonnet. If Charbonnet is not the fullback, can we put Brady Russell-mania back there with the hair flowing and just get him to wreck some people's face masks on the way to the goal line and lead the way? We need a fullback, man.
Brother, like why? Just go Wildcat.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Direct snap to K9 so we don't have to risk Gino.
Okay.
And I know that sounds terrible. Now that I'm thinking about it, you just send the animals in, because they're savages, and I love K9 and I love Sharps. K9 can stand back there, clap his hands, catch the ball, do a read option, and I'm telling you, like just anything. But I mean, that first play was specifically engineered or designed by Grab to Pay respect to DK getting us down the field. Okay, you want to do that? Then we draw up more plays for him, like next drive. But like put him at tailback or do a quick screen, do anything to give him the one chance. But you don't do that on first down because they're expecting the ball to go to DK. Like if I'm on defense, I'm sitting there saying, I was like, yo, they're going to reward the guy that got him down here. Double that guy. Make sure nobody scores with that guy. And they only had one guy there. The throw wasn't awesome. The route wasn't awesome. DK should be running into these guys without pushing off because he's too big and then going up for the ball. He won't get called for it because he's just strong. He's stronger than everybody. So it's got to be a back shoulder. It's got to be anything. But I would have went with a boot and DK running across the back line is what I would have started with. Then after that, I would have booted again because now they're definitely expecting the fucking run. And then on third down, you want to go shotgun so much? Here we go. We're going to spread everybody out and we're going to go shotgun run inside. And I'm just like, K9, this is your one fucking chance to score. If you don't score, we're either going to kick it or we're going to go fucking do another goddamn boot. That's what we're going to do.
Somebody in the comments has the idea to go big cat instead of wildcat. And I said, he was a running back in the day, wanted to be a running back growing up. Put him back there. Snap him the ball.
Hey, brother, I can't even tell you. I mean, I called it. I go, we need a pick six right here. Did I think we got it? Did I think it was going to be Leonard Williams, of all people, to snag a ball with one hand and go 92? No fucking chance. I was like, I thought it was going to be Spoon. But either way, we got it. And then when they fumbled, when Breece Hall broke up the middle, I was like, interception. And I was like, oh, next play. And then the next fucking hit popped the ball. I was like, it's kind of like an interception on the ground.
Well, also, hey, man, we're coming to that point in the season where if we're going to make a playoff run, we got to do some iconic things. And putting the big cat back in the backfield would be headlines. And
put him at tight end.
And let's do something like that to just because the Chiefs they always get to make a Super Bowl run, because they do this like wacky stuff. It's good PR. You know what I mean, Katie?
Mm-hmm.
It's like an Oscar bid. You know what I mean? You got to do stuff around town and at parties and things like that are away from the movie that just add to the movie. Putting the big cat in the backfield, that'll send the Seahawks right over the top.
OnlyFans, do something.
The writers, Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. Next question, Katie.
Richard Bird in Arizona, brother. Ew, that's
brother.
First for us,
brother. Ew, what is that?
Yeah, Richard from MetLife, where we're seemingly unbeatable, down to the giant toaster oven where we've had some horrible things happen to us. But we've had some good games down there too with Scruffy Russ back in the day. Don't forget.
I feel like we're gonna ball out. We're gonna make magic happen.
Me too.
Alina Doll, Big Cat helped my call may come true by sacking Mr. Rogers. Made it even better by sacking him. No more beautiful day in the neighborhood for Mr. Rogers.
Hell no. Sent him home.
I'm sad I didn't make that shirt, Alina.
Complaining,
I'm sad I didn't make Mr. Rogers' shirt.
whining, crying, bitching, moaning, yelling at his receivers.
Okay, but this is what I want to talk about because a lot of people texted me like, Gino just doesn't have that leader disposition. I was like, because when the camera pans on him, like they're just like looking for a reaction. Yeah, he's not happy. Do you know how many other guys like I said, I think I saw Joe Burrow shed a tear. I'm pretty sure I saw Josh Allen yell at fucking everybody on his team. Like, I just see Gino like just shaking his head and like everybody's like, oh, he just doesn't have the confidence. I'm just like, what the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Do
you get that vibe, Brett? Do you get that vibe?
I'm not sure if I agree with all of them, but I do see what they're saying. However, this is my point. Leadership comes in all different forms and in different styles, right? And there's one form which we see sort of Rodgers and you mentioned Allen employing, which is sort of getting on your guys and yelling at them, hey, what the hell are you doing? You should be over there. Why aren't you here? And that sort of thing, sort of leaning forward. And then there's Gino, who's a bit more just cool, calm, leads by example. But then he does this thing in moments of adversity where he like puts his head to the sky and sort of like, shakes his head back and forth and stuff like that. And it's not necessarily to me a leadership quality to do that. And I don't even think that's him trying to even be a leader. It's just something that he can't help doing when shit goes wrong. And it doesn't look good to those people who come after him. Because I think his leadership qualities are more like in the huddle and like face to face and more like his presence on the sideline and other things. It's not in those moments.
I feel like
could be.
I hear you, brother, but I feel like he's like, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they did not do.
Yeah.
And I'll tell them later, but not right now.
Yeah.
And just thank you.
Oh, wait,
yeah,
we'll try to pull it up. Oh, they're stuck. Next comment is
I'm stuck. Of course I am.
I promise. There it is.
We should have kicked for points instead of going for it until we were good at fourth downs. Shaking my head. That's from Alina Doll.
I like the going for it on fourth down there. I just don't like the going for it from the shotgun and getting snapped. I think both would say the same thing.
Brother, amazing. Like, yes. Like, I agree wholeheartedly with everything you just said. And I understand, in hindsight, the 3 would be great because what we took a sack for 20, which I was look, as much as I love Gino, I'm keeping it real, and that was a horrible play by him. Just sail it out of the end zone. And now this is what McDonald was thinking. Worst case, we throw it away or it gets knocked down. They're on their own one, and they haven't really done anything for the last quarter. So, so I'm with you on that, brother. Like, now we just unfortunately had a horrible, horrible play.
Alina Doll's back. To an answer to your question as to wrong answers only as to what he's saying.
Oh, AJ Barner, yeah.
Possible quote, who do you think was with your mama last night? No one messes with his mama, LOL.
Oh. Whoa, yikes.
Yeah, that'll start a fight.
Yeah, good answer.
Very quickly.
Fucks with it 42. Jacoby says, any chance of a Melon Seahawks collab hat?
Oh, I don't know, but I want your name on a melon hat. Like, that's fucks with it.
That's a good idea. Maybe we get in touch with Melon.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Eaglet Snuffer. Mike McDaddy put A-Rod through a clinic. Also, Leo Cat.
Oh, they put in the lion emoji instead of the cat at all.
Should we call him Lion King instead of Big Cat from now on?
Well, a lion is a big cat, though. Also,
correct.
Yeah.
So I'm with that.
You see the trailer for the new Mufasa movie coming out?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I did not.
Oh.
Was it good?
I don't know.
Those life
Okay.
hacks, Disney.
I guess
movies
not.
sort of
I
meh.
guess I didn't miss much.
These Disney sequels in general. That's
Yeah.
not
Can we,
what I
not,
want to
can we
do.
not get the big cat and the Lion King too?
Now you're
Ooh.
talking. That's a good idea.
Alina Doll. Lofa, is KJ so upset by the loss today? He's messing with your Wi-Fi again. Did you forget to text him? LOL.
I text my brother all the time, just telling him I love him, because otherwise we all wouldn't know each other. Just
Sure.
going to be grateful. Just going to be grateful for this opportunity. Him, G. Scott, and those that are following. You can see G on the reset. Like, I'm grateful, and so are Brett, Katie, Michael, everybody that's part of this. McNasty. I'm just grateful to meet y'all, and to seeing y'all support us, and rock with us, buying the t-shirts. Y'all, some of y'all been texting me the pictures. Tag us when you buy a t-shirt, show it with pride and everything. I'm grateful, and and the whole team is right. And but yeah, the ghost of KJ is definitely haunting me with the weak ass Ken Whiffy Jr. Right?
Well, Alina's got a solution. She says, Lofa, maybe your Wi-Fi needs a drink too. LOL.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just thirsty.
Nope. Bar's empty.
Eaglet, Snuffer, Lofa, 6 minutes of silence. Brett, yeah, man.
Was it 6 minutes? Let's
It
get
wasn't
realistic.
6 minutes.
No,
Was
it's
it that bad, Brett? Was
it's
it?
not. No,
No,
it's,
but I do love that our listeners are roasting us.
it is
I
funny.
do
It's funny
too.
because you guys have to know that on our side, we're not sure what it's going to come out looking like for you when that happens. So that's the
Yeah.
best comment I've seen.
But the
It's
show
quite a
goes
while.
on. You don't
Richard
miss a
Bird
beat.
says, first off, 34 is, and I need somebody to say it.
Mhm. I'm not going to.
Loaf, how do you say this guy's name?
No, his Wi-Fi is frozen.
Oh,
Kenny and Wagyu.
and Wagyu. Second, this MFer was elevated from the practice squad Saturday.
Well,
Literally
okay.
his first game this season.
Okay, Rich Bird. Like, bro, like that kind of information and knowledge. Like, this guy got his one opportunity. And you want to talk about few and far between when, like, you're in the NFL, you're playing for billionaires, and they don't tolerate any fucking bullshit. I've seen guys come in, get cut. They played the whole week. Their family flew to the goddamn city we were supposed to play in, and they got cut like before the game. Didn't even get the opportunity. This guy got pulled up and forced a fumble, which I don't know. Maybe like we got 4 guys on our defense that have forced a fumble. He did it in one special teams play, and he took one to the house. The rest of the league should take notice. They probably won't. Even the Jets, I guarantee you they're taking it for granted. They're just like, oh, you had a good game, but we still lost. If I was any other team, as soon as that name comes available in a trade, anything, they cut him, put him on waivers, he reverts to practice squad, I'm grabbing that guy. And I'm like, yo, your attitude and your instinct to just make shit happen is what we need as an organization to raise the standard
On
to
third
another
and
level.
one, and on 4th and 1.
Fourth and 1, like, dude, he took one to the house 100 yards. He punched a fumble out. Like, I was like, yo, who is 34?
Yeah.
Because, like, they didn't show him. They never even mentioned him on the broadcast. I was like, yo, this guy is responsible for a turnover and a touchdown. And they never even mentioned him.
Alina says, we need our special teams to pull a Gaylord Perry and put some super tacky crap on their hands. Something. Missed 3 times in a row. Ugh.
Yeah. Well, it's been all season also. It's something they got to figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're aware of it. Yeah. Or just get back there and fair catch it and stop messing around.
Man, what was it? Little Giants? The kid just putting all that fucking stickum on his hands, and he just couldn't fucking take it off his helmet.
Yeah. He's running down the field.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. No.
Caesar Tello, not gonna lie, Ryan Grubb does a line of snowflakes before games. What the fuck?
I wish, actually. That might actually help.
Alina Dahl, I think
I got
Rodgers
no comment on
will
this one.
be gone. Do you think Rodgers will be gone from the Jets after this game? It seems
Yes.
the key is the problem.
I will never say a 4-time MVP is a problem, but I think the circumstances is if they let him play out the year and then he's probably injury, clause. This is why Daniel Jones got cut. Brett, we talked about this like a week or two ago in the Look Around the League, sponsored by Delta. It was like, okay, if the guy rolls his ankle or like, God forbid, he gets seriously injured in practice, you owe him another $50 million. And I think that could be the case contractually with A-Rod. So, yeah, I think that they're now seriously out of.
Yeah, man.
But also for playoffs.
Oh, darn it. I was trying to time it right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. And that's all I got to say about that.
Alina Dahl, by the way, did you hear the crowd noise for the
Yes.
Hawks?
Yes.
Awesome. Maybe your interview with Epic Seats worked. Go Hawks.
I got to say, now, we don't like to take credit for everything, but we'll take credit for everything.
Yes.
Right after we took the fans to task and the 12s to task, we brought Jimmy Seats on here. The whole thing has turned around. The whole season has turned around. The fans are loyal again. The 12s are loud again. We're traveling again. You're welcome is what we're saying, everybody. And check out epicseats.com for all your buying and selling needs. And thank you for the setup out there, by the way. epicseats.com, local Seattle company doing it well. They don't just have tickets for Seahawks games. They have tickets for everything that's happening up there in the Northwest, whether it's concerts or other sports. Kraken are happening also.
Yeah.
The Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Oh, they were already there. Never mind, you missed them.
Ooh,
I don't have my copy updated yet. I'm going to need through December. Anyway, whatever you got going on in Seattle, it's worth checking out Epic Seats. And if you're holding seats for any of these events and not just Seahawks tickets, sell your seats with Epic Seats and mention that Lofa and I sent you there, and they'll give you, I think, $12 extra per seat. At least that used to be the old deal. And you could hold Jimmy's feet to it, and I'll back you up on it. I think.
What can I say except you're welcome?
EpicSeats.com. Nobody beats Epic
Seats.
Richard Bird.
Bird is back.
Weird win, 6-6 tie game versus Cardinals in the 2016 season.
There you go.
Oh, can I talk about this game? Because I was actually coaching.
Yes.
It was the most heroic display of just will to win, like from both sides I've ever seen. I was up in the booth, stressed out as hell because I'm looking through binoculars like, I don't know, I think it's 21, but nope. I see 2 tight ends. It might be 12, could be 22. Like, I was like, just go big, Chris Richard. I'm like, because he was just like, what is it? Like, that's how stressful like my job was as a coach. So I don't think I got a good like depiction of like what, real coaching is. I was just like, kind of like, hey, you tell us who's going in. Either way, I was like, bro, I got Bobby Wagner, I got KJ Wright, I got Bruce Servant, I got all these studs, Cliff Averill, Michael Bennett, Sherm, the Legion of Boom, Cam, Earl, right? So like, I was like, can we really be wrong? Like, we've schooled them in every facet of the game. We're good. And all we did was run cover 3. That was the beauty of it. We just beat the shit out of people. But with all that said, I'll never forget Bobby Wagner stuffing David Johnson on the 1-yard line. And it reminded me of Ken Norton smoking Kenneth Davis. And I was a Bills fan. This hurt me as a kid because I was like, this is the year the Bills actually win. It was like a crucial down. Both games. One was for the Super Bowl where Ken Norton stopped Kenneth Davis. One was for the game, which was for the division, basically. And it was just, I took the screenshot or video of like Bobby stop, and I spliced it with Ken Norton stopping Kenneth Davis, I was like, yo, we all learned from you, big dog. Talking about Kenny Norton. But I just remember walking into the training room after it was a tie where no one's happy, but KJ's got an IV, Bobby's got an IV, and I wish I had a picture of them sitting there just like depleted, and pissed off, right? Like the standard that we always talk about, I was like, fuck, this makes me want to play football again. Like this makes me want to get back in the arena, just knowing that they gave everything. They went the full 60 and an extra frame. And that, as disappointing as it was, I'll never forget the speech that Pete gave in the locker room. He's like, hey, fellas, we got 2 teams at the top of the division. He's like, I love you all for the effort you gave, and it was unbelievable. He goes, but I'll tell you what, one team is going to do this and one team is going to do this. Figure out who you want to be right now. He's like, and I already know who you are, but I need you to figure out what you want this team to be. And we just kept going. And the Cardinals, they couldn't regroup. They couldn't regroup after that. And it's not their fault. It's just a testament to the men in the locker room and the coaches that, I was grateful to be a part of. Like, that was like, we were pissed off that we lost the game. And I'm not going to say they settled, but they damn sure they didn't ascend after that game.
Eaglet Snupper, the cojones on Mac Daddy to go for it on 4th and 6.
Well, didn't have a punter.
Oh no, he's frozen.
He froze.
Yeah.
Let's just pretend he laughed.
John Langston, Seahawks defense turnaround, total yards allowed, 358.5 games 1 through 8, 299.8 games 9 through 12. Rush yards allowed, 148.4 games 1 through 8, 84.3 games 9 through 12. And they likely add Chenna this week. Defense is looking better.
Defense looking better. Offense has to step up.
Amen, brother.
And it's the offensive line, which is still a
they weren't bad. Like, I want to see some adjustments on routes, brother. Like, even Mark Sanchez said several times, he's like, yo, when Gino's just sitting there holding the ball, protection is great. Guess what? Nobody's open. Okay, so you have one option: throw it away or run the ball. Do something, right? And I think that's what it comes down to. But I've been thinking and racking my brain over and over, even in text with Dalton H. I know you're probably in here somewhere, you sick guy. Then that's my boy. I love him. I love you, Dalton. But I just spit facts, and then you refute them with hypothetical situations. So what I'm saying is, yeah, right? So it's like, if you have no run game and they can play the run with 7 in the box, do you know how hard? It is impossible, even with the greatest precision, to consistently put the ball in, because they're pressing. They're not giving you any space. And that's where just go deep. This is where I feel like, and we'll go with our look around the league, later. I know there's more questions, but like, the Chiefs are vulnerable. The worst rushing offense, the Raiders, with their 2 backup running backs, Amir Abdul, like, I feel like when I was in the league, he was in the league. That's how old he is. And then the other kid was undrafted. So they had massive, they averaged 6 yards a gain on the run game. So that's all I'm saying. It's like, and then the deep shot, Aiden O'Connell, I'm a believer in Aiden O'Connell. And a lot of people will be like, oh, you're an idiot. You're a moron. I ride for those guys that are tough. Just give me a tough quarterback. That's why we played for Haas.
Next.
Sorry, man. Sorry, bro.
No, I'm talking to
Oh, okay.
you.
Richard Bird, Dixon's back hurt from carrying ST on his back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Good guess.
Yeah, the guys.
Or we just got tight, mate.
Got tight. Deck's tight.
There's another theory here.
That's
The
tight.
Real Cheese says Dixon's balls are so heavy his back hurts. That for carrying the special teams.
That's the one that made me crack up like an hour ago.
Oh yeah, that's that. Okay, that's what you were laughing at an hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got a lot of drag. Like
Split Face says Brett talking smack on 710 Brock and Salk. I love it.
Never.
Whoa.
I would never
Whoa.
talk smack against the beloved Brock Heward, the blonde wonder, the blonde bombshell of the Pacific Northwest. I would never, ever, ever spit any hate towards the Brocked one.
yeah, Ivan Blondo, the one you
Eaglet
hugged.
Snuffer. This one's my favorite. Finna call the Seattle tush push the cheek peek.
Nah. Next. What else you got?
Hey, Eaglet. I'm in as long as it gets us 1 yard.
I know. We've got to figure out a way to get a yard. Whatever you
Nah.
call it. Let's just do
I'm
it.
with you.
Fucks with it. 42 Jacoby. It's
Yeah, there
Sorry,
it is.
delayed. Fucks with it. 42 Jacoby. It's crazy that Geno haters really think we'd be better than 7-5 with Howell.
Mhm.
What evidence is there to support this madness?
Absolutely zero. None. And that's what it's like to be an irrational football fan.
No, it is. But I'll tell you this right now. All you Geno haters, you're going to get your wish when somebody plucks Geno from our roster because they're going to pay him more. And you're going to be like, oh, good luck. You know? And then, like, Geno's going to go somewhere where there's a run game and a defense. Like, the defense has held up well since the bye week. We still don't have a run game. Like, it's so easy as a defender. When I look at it, I'm like, dude, I could go out there right now and I could actually look like I belong out there at 42 as a linebacker. That's how sad it is. And I think that's a knowledge of the game and everything. But, like, yo, I mean, I would probably blow up, spontaneous combust on impact. Just a fucking poof, cloud of dust. Like LeBron, just. But either way, stands that. And so I'm just saying, just careful what you wish for, haters, because then you're going to see him running deep into the playoffs with any team.
Austin Claire, you mentioned B-Wag's 13th season with 100 tackles.
Yeah, and the Commanders took it to him again today, putting up 42 points and just, continuing to be one of the best teams in the NFC.
Yeah. Wags, first of all, he is the greatest linebacker to ever put this uniform on. So don't get it twisted. 100 tackles, it don't mean much to me. I'm not going to lie, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to keep it real. I want sacks. I want interceptions. I want forced fumbles. This is what I want as a coach, as a player, trying to help the team win. Tackles don't mean much to me. That's all I'm saying. And look, I'm going to just put it out there. Wags was a better tackler than me. Probably when he was in 8th grade, he was a better tackler than me. I just try to knock people the fuck out. This is what I do, and this is what I care about. But he's first ballot Hall of Fame. He got ridiculous numbers. I think Wags has 40 sacks. If we blitzed him as much as we should have, he'd be like a 70-sack linebacker. That's unheard of as a middle linebacker. That's how talented he was as a rusher.
What's you got? What? It says just what one just came in right here. What are you talking about over here?
Alina.
What's going on over here? I got a bunch of
you guys got slow feed over there?
Wait, how do I
You guys slow for Tatupu?
Katie's Katie's giving me a signal, but I don't know how to. Here, can you read that one?
Yeah.
Here, I got this one. Alina
Think
Dahl
Hawks
says,
would take the lead, NFC West to the playoffs. How am I running faster than you guys on Wi-Fi now?
I don't know.
Ken Whiffy Jr.
I'm looking at her computer screen, though. We are frozen over there, so I don't know. Anyway, Alina says, think Hawks will take the lead NFC West into the playoffs. Of course they will. Yes, they're going to take care of business against the Cardinals. They're going to take care of business the rest of the way throughout the season. That last game against the Rams might mean something, but shouldn't, because the Rams should lose a few more along the way, and we'll get into the tournament.
Froze again. Oh, I'm sorry. I froze again. Yeah, but we're winning this shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're going to smoke these losers.
Next, I think Mike's got to bring them up. There's a bunch more over here.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go. What else you got over here?
Well, if Mike brings them up, I can read them, but I can't.
Tell him Dirty Mike and the boys sent you.
Well, now, see, I've lost
Mike
track.
says
I'm
no
not
more.
sure
No, we're done.
if there's any here.
Oh, okay.
Nope, we got them all.
See these ones?
I don't know. I see Eagle Snapper right there. Just jumped in.
Yeah. All right. What's that one?
Yeah.
We broke the Niners and best in the West.
Yeah, we are.
Hey, man. Like, it was awesome. Like watching them on Sunday Night Football, relaxing after knowing we won, and the Cards lost, and then the Rams unfortunately pulled it out. Like, but I'll tell you, I told you going into the season, the Rams were the biggest threat to us. And guess where the season extends or ends?
Mm-hmm.
Last game in LA,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
we may put a trip together.
Yeah. Yeah. We might put a trip together for that. I mean, if you guys are going to be down here in LA, let us know already. Maybe we start planning it based off the interest. If you guys want to do a live event or something like that, let us know. We'll start planning it. In the meantime, head to alldaybrand.co. Get the merch for the upcoming games. There's a specialized Vikings shirt that's going to be coming out. Of course, the Cardinals shirt is already out. So if you're headed down here to Arizona and you want to sport that shirt on your way to the game, do that. If you want to get the Twin shirt, that's out now. It's alldaybrand.co, everybody. Also, go give the social medias a follow at All Day Family on Instagram, at All Day Pod on Twitter. Lofa and I are both on Instagram and Twitter. You could give us a follow over there. We thank you so much for being part of the family, and thanks for being here tonight. Lofa, any parting words to the people?
There is
Yeah, the real cheese.
Yeah.
Take my money. I love you. Adrian Balan. I don't even see the comment, but I love you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, real cheese. He went. Yep. Adrian didn't even leave a comment, but I love you. All of you listening and joining us, spending time, your precious time. Time is the most valuable asset, ladies and gentlemen, and we can't thank you enough for spending time with us. And if we can do anything better, just let us know, and we'll do it.
Alina Dahl, last one here, says, let's go. Hate those Vi Queens.
So Alina, you're gonna. I was about to make that shirt, but the better judgment of me was like, you know what, I can come up with something better. So we got one on the alldaybrand.co for y'all.
Actually, Adrian,
we got so many questions coming in now.
Fix the run game, 2 more tight end sets, and a fullback. I agree.
Right.
It's so big.
Utilize the tight ends.
Yeah.
Like Barner is a monster. Got shout out to him. First touchdown of his career, right? But Pharaoh Brown is one of the toughest, nastiest dudes. And just get him the ball. He had 3 stiff arms in the last game on 1 reception. And I was like, get that guy the ball. So utilize him more. And Fant looks healthy. Get him back going. And then WrestleMania. You already know our love for WrestleMania.
Yeah, we love that guy. Hands in the middle. Let's break it down. That's the end of this episode, everybody. Come on.
Give me something, bro.
Why me?
I've been carrying the team. My back hurts like Dixon. Michael Dixon, mate. Your back hurts.
Oh,
that
man.
actually sounded more Irish than it did.
Listen, a W is a W, but it was an ugly dub. So give me ugly dub on 3, ugly dub on me. 1, 2, 3.
Ugly Dub Huskies.
Ugly Dub. See you guys this week to preview the Cardinals. Bye.